It's mussel season, and we're not talking about your New Year's resolution hitting the gym hard. We're talking about shellfish. The beautiful Kary Osmond is here with easy tips to make mouth-watering mussels at home. It's intimidating, Kary.
But it's so easy, and they're inexpensive, so they're great for a date night.
High protein.
High protein.
Okay.
They're fun. They've got tons of flavor depending on how you cook them.
So when you first buy them, they're in a mesh bag, and then they tend to put them in a plastic bag after that. You say, first things first, when you get home, take the plastic bag off.
Yes, because you're going to suffocate them.
Okay.
But first we need to get cooking, and then we're going to talk about mussels.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to start off this recipe with some sausage, because sausage has tons of flavor. So you could use andouille sausage, you could use kielbasa, whatever you can find at the grocery store, and you want to brown it. And then next what we're going to add...
How long is the browning?
2 minutes, because they're already cooked. And what you want is you want that browning, the caramelization, the sugar to happen, and that's going to stick to the bottom of the pan, and that's your fond, and that's what we're going to deglaze with.
Olive oil or any kind of oil?
I use butter.
Butter.
Because I love butter, but you could use olive oil. So I'm going to get you to add in some garlic and some shallots.
Okay.
So that's got our big flavor. And we're just going to turn up this
Crank up that heat.
I know, where's the heat?
It's finicky.
And then we're going to add our fennel, which
that's fennel.
You call it finocchio?
Mm-hmm. How do you remember?
How do I know?
Mm-hmm.
Hang around with the love of time.
Good one. It is Pinocchio.
All right, so we're going to cook and stir, and you want to sweat out the fennel and the shallots and the garlic. And while that's cooking, we're going to talk about mussels.
Okay.
So yes, when you get them home from the grocery store, sometimes they come in a mesh bag, and sometimes they put a plastic bag over top. So as soon as you get them home, you want to take them out of the plastic bag.
So they can breathe.
So that they can breathe. So what I like to do is put them in a colander over top of a bowl, but I put a damp tea towel or a damp piece of newspaper over top, and that's going to keep them hydrated. And they'll actually last up to a week in the fridge like this.
Really?
Yes. Now, to clean them...
Well, show them like this. So, do you rinse them?
I'm going to rinse them just before I'm ready to use them.
Okay.
So when you get them, put them in your colander, give them a rinse, and then what you want to do is you want to go through the mussels. What you're looking for is mussels that are cracked. So if they're cracked, you want to throw them out right away.
They're bad.
They're bad. If they're slightly open, these guys have closed on me.
Is that bad?
No, that's good. It's telling me they're alive.
Oh.
But if they are open at all, what you want to do is just knock them on the counter. Wait a second, and if he starts to close on his own, he's alive. You can put it in. If he doesn't close, throw it out.
Oh my gosh, and you have to debeard them?
And debearding
What
them.
is
You're
that?
right. So most mussels that you get at the grocery store, they've already done this for you, but if you get them from the market or from a fishmonger, you're going to have a beard, and that's how they attach themselves up to things.
To a wall or a rock?
Yeah, so all you want to do is just pull it off. You could use a knife, you could use your fingers, but you want to do this just before you're ready to cook them, because you sort of are killing them a little bit.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so you can see that our fennel has started to soften.
So you rinse them, you make sure that they're open.
Yeah, no, closed.
Sorry, that they're closed.
But if there are any open, yeah, so give it...
So see, this one's open.
Because he's chilling. He's just chilling. He's having a good time.
Okay.
But if you knock
buddy.
If you knock it on the counter and he closed, he's still alive. So now he gets to go in.
And then you debeard them.
Yes, you debeard
rinse
them. Now, as soon as they go into the pot, what you want to do is you want to cover them, because what that's going to do is it's going to trap a lot of steam in there, and it's going to cook them. And how do you know when mussels are cooked?
They're fully open.
You're right.
Yay!
So that's where we are with this one. So this has got a great broth happening right now, but we're just going to add a little bit of cream.
Ooh.
And I totally forgot.
What?
We forgot to add the Pernod, which is the fennel anise flavored liqueur, which is going to match the fennel. So I had to get that in there. Smell it. Isn't it delicious?
Oh
so if you don't have that,
gosh.
you could use sambuca if you want.
Or no.
So once this is done, you just cook it for 1 more minute just to reduce some of that cream sauce.
You could do like some parsley as a garnish, maybe?
We could do some actually, I have some fronds right there, which is the top of the fennel.
Oh, nice.
So that'll go on, and that's just going to add a nice bit of green color.
You have a beautiful little baguette. It's healthy, it's delicious, it's comfort
And
food,
the best part is dipping the baguette into the broth.
Brad has been salivating since you arrived. The smells here are outstanding.
And I actually brought a spoon for him this time.
He actually doesn't use utensils. For more information, go to breakfasttelevision.ca. That's called at Kary Osmond for more on Twitter. Jen, over to you. She's cooking in beautiful kitchens this morning as well.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.